What's up? You are tuned in to the top 10 freshest in the Northwest. We have gathered some of the most influential figures. I'll be your host for tonight. My name is Neema Money. I'm from Juice Radio at GoJuiceRadio.com. And this list right here is all about the definition of fresh here in the Northwest, which means these are the artists that are doing things out here right now. This is not an all-time list. This is a list about the artists that have done things in 2012. Are people going to their shows? Are people talking about them on the blogs and on the streets? Are their albums being bought on iTunes, physically? Are they being played on radio stations like the Sunday Night Sound Session, internet stations like ours at Juice Radio? Are they on blogs like Servant's Domain and Casey Carter? Are they even getting a little bit of airplay on Cube sometimes during the day on a remix? It's all about right there, and we have them all gathered right here. We have Miss Casey Carter of MissCaseyCarter.com, a lifestyle and a music blog. We have Sarah of Fresh and Deaf right here, FreshDeaf.com. We got Sermon of Servant's Domain. This is the guy right here who is definitely exclusive interviews and reviews. DJ Hyphen, host of the Sunday Night Sound Session. Pretty much if you're a local artist or an underground artist, that's what gets your play, and it's always a fun show. DJ Super Sam with Cube, and I will vouch that I have heard a couple artists locally that have been played on the show, on the remix. Swerve One of Members Only. This man is a big ardent supporter of local music in his when he plays his shows and all that life. Josh Reisberg, also an ardent supporter of local music. He also writes for the weekly Volcano. And finally, DJ Iceman right here, formerly of New York, but has definitely got his footing in, and he's definitely a huge supporter of local music, especially Tacoma. So we are going to start off with this list right here from 10 to 1, and we're going to start with number 10, who is Neema. We are going to give the two artists that barely missed the list by a few points, because these lists were put together by all 10 members, 8 members of the panel, as well as your votes, which we got over 300. So the two artists that just missed are Spaceman and Royce the Choice.
I'm cool with that, number 10. I mean, I think Spaceman is could deserve to be on there, but like, personally, I wouldn't make the call to bump Neema for Spaceman. Okay. And I'm wearing a Spaceman shirt right now, and that's totally
promo. You got one of those for every artist on the list.
I do.
I feel like Neema, he's working, doing the street grind right now, promoting, working on a new project. Royce just put out a new project. He's performing at all kinds of shows. He was at the Style show last Sunday, and that got a great response from the crowd. So,
But Neema has been a steady grind, you know what I mean? So do we not take into account that, I mean, it has been a steady grind. I understand that we, want to get who's hot up and coming. I mean, Neema he's been doing it forever, and he still continues to do stuff.
He just put out a brand new album too.
I think he put out 2 albums this year too. Like,
with Keyboard Kid?
It's not done.
The one with Keyboard Kid? Nah, it's still coming. Oh, it's coming.
But this is 2000.
Yeah. Nah, it's a ton. And is anyone more active than you?
Nope.
Even at the same times every day.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to bump me off the list either, right?
Royce the Choice?
Like coming down from my neck of the woods, I haven't heard much from Royce the Choice or Spaceman, but you know what I'm saying, I've had Neema come down to Tacoma for what, 2 or 3 shows already?
Okay, so are we all good with Neema?
I like Neema on the list. I definitely think he's a good artist. I mean, he's great at see, especially here from the Northwest, but at the same time, I don't want to go Royce the Choice off.
Right. Royce or Space. I mean, that's hard.
Alright, well, why should Royce make it?
I think the way he came into the game with his talent, it's been very organic, and it's been very, just been what it is, He has that whole package. Not to say Neema or Spaceman don't have it either, but at the same time, like I said, the way he came into the game, it's just like, I'm here. Like, he definitely deserves to be.
Neema maybe is regionally more well known. Like he takes trips to Yakima and does shows in Spokane. So if we were trying to look at the larger picture and the whole scene as in the Pacific Northwest, maybe we should think about those other spots on the eastern side of the state, which Neema has a large market in.
Yeah.
It's hard because it's a veteran against a really newcomer. I mean, Royce has been out for only about a year. Season 1 came out about this time last year. And, I mean, he's taken everything by storm in the last year, but that's hard to look against someone who's been in the game for 10 plus years.
It might just be a year too early for him.
And that's
to
true,
be honest.
right? That's true.
As far as 2012 goes,
Yeah.
Royce or Neema better than 2012?
I'm gonna have to go with Royce.
Royce.
He's
Okay.
definitely put in a lot more work. I mean, not a lot more work, but I've seen more from him than I have seen from him.
Okay. Really quick though, Spaceman, should he make the list?
I think Spaceman, he needs to put out more music. Like he's active, you see him at all the shows, and when he comes to the shows, like these tours, or he might co-host or something. You know, he leaves an impact. And I think that's really good, but he needs to come out with more music. And I don't even remember the last time he put out.
I think it's not even just about music. It has to be like a cohesive project, like a goal, like a release date. Like the space is real good on like kind of the mixtape tip. Like he's got to come out with an album that from start to back has a theme that he goes into various topics on it. Like we know he can rap. We know he's super dope on stage. Like live show energy is crazy. He's a great personality. Like Space is one of my favorites. I definitely want to see him come together and bring all of his talent into like a cohesive project. I voted to put him on my list, so it's interesting to see who, as we climb up the list, who made it that I think maybe shouldn't be there, because I think he should be on the top 10. But for this case, so if we're gonna vote, are we bumping?
Well, let's do a vote right here. Spaceman or Royce the Choice? Raise your hand if Royce the Choice deserves to be on the top 10 more than Spaceman.
I'm 12, I would vote.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Spaceman's off. Royce the Choice and Neema.
So basically, are we voting to let them off?
Let's go. Okay, so Royce the Choice to replace Neema at number 10. Royce the Choice past Neema at number 10. Anybody? All right, Neema, number 10. We are starting now with Neema at number 10.
Join us on June 29th. We are going to be revealing the whole list every half hour, starting doors at 7. It's a 21 up event. It's $5 to get in the door. But do get in before 10 p.m. because it will go up to $10. So if you come in early, you save money and you get to see the whole list all together from 10 to 1, revealed every half hour. We will see you there with the top 10 freshest in the Northwest.